This is a Tape Deck podcast.
Hello and welcome back to Inside the Runner Studio. This is your host, Tom, and with me as always are Aaron, Michael, and Diana.
Hello.
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 And we are joined by our friend Amy. Hi, Amy.
Hi, Tom.
Miles and Crowns. See, I've called people in the past early adopters, and I feel like you're an early adopter, but it's weird that you haven't been on one of these.
I have not, and I don't even know if I'd consider myself an early adopter. I feel like you guys were in at least a year before. Yes.
We don't talk about those times.
Yeah. I was saying, like, we interacted with you so much online. I was like, she had to have been on. I was like, no, she's definitely done it, but
no, we're taking care of that tonight. We're doing
when I
it.
texted who was going to be on, everyone was like, "Wait, I'm sorry, who? Wait, how? Why?" Yeah.
Well, you know the format. We're going to ask you some running related questions, some non-running related questions, and get to know you. But before we do you want to introduce yourself?
So I'm Amy, aka Miles and Crowns, Instagram and Peloton leaderboard. Aficionado, a Peloton aficionado, used to be OTF. I'm all in now, been to the studio a bunch of times. Big Run Disney fan, and trying to get my 6 stars eventually too.
Woo. And
That's
fast
awesome.
AF.
No.
How many stars are you in now?
I'm halfway.
You're halfway.
And I'll have Berlin next year.
Okay.
congratulations.
You're halfway.
Thank you.
I mean, I know you ran
Halfway.
New York. I know you ran
Yes.
you ran Chicago.
I did Chicago 2019.
Yeah, I knew that. So then, what did you do? London?
London So
That's okay.
I did 3 marathons in less than 100 days. I did the math on it.
Wow.
It was
Okay.
London, then New York, and then Disney.
Oh,
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right, I'm kind of intimidated, but that's okay. Well,
So we going for the BQ or are we charity running?
Oh.
I mean,
A hope and a prayer?
I did call you a gazelle when you went by me at the AC half marathon that day.
You did, and that was so kind.
all right, we're going to jump into the questions. And Diana's got our first running related question.
Awesome. Did you have her introduce herself?
Yeah. No?
Yes.
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 Okay.
Yeah,
Good.
just-
I couldn't comprehend if we had like naturally started talking about that, or if you had done your little
I did.
introduce yourself.
I did.
Spiel.
It's all very organic feeling tonight.
Yes. Like I was like, it just felt like we were talking. Awesome. Well, this will come actually right from what we were just talking about with the majors. But is there a place you'd most like to run in the world, or a bucket list race? What's next?
So London was my bucket list. That was the one I was hoping. Got on a travel group's lottery. I'm horrible at lotteries, but I managed to win that one. And it was just an amazing experience. Like, I'd love to be able to do that one again. And then ultimately I am halfway to my 6 stars. So beyond London again would be, I guess, Tokyo and Boston. Those would be my tough ones to get into.
Yeah, Tokyo is pretty hard to get into too, lottery wise, right?
There's so many. I feel like I have to learn a class on that because there's a charity thing, and then there's the lottery, and there's so many different ways to get into it.
Yeah,
So,
the Tokyo one, the charity thing is very different than any other charity ones right?
Yeah, you like prepay your
Yeah.
charity. I don't know. Somebody please correct me when you listen to this if I'm wrong. Educate me. I need to figure it out eventually.
Yeah. I've heard some weird things about the Tokyo one. I can't speak to what it is exactly, but I have heard some weird things about it.
Oh,
And Abbott does their own little mini lotteries. So
Oh yeah, once you get closer to the star, your 6
Mhm.
stars, right? You get to
Yep.
enter into a separate lottery, right?
yep.
Oh, so that's cool.
Yes.
All right. Are you a morning, midday, or evening runner?
Yes.
That's fair.
Is that a whenever you have time?
Yes, I run a visits with my husband. We have a 10-year-old, and you squeeze it in when you can. It's typically, I'm a lunch person normally, run lunch. But on the weekends I'll try to get up and get out the door as soon as possible. I mean, but today I didn't run until like dinner time tonight. So yeah.
Makes sense.
Yes.
Have you ever worn a costume for a race or matching outfits with friends?
And this is how I found all of you. I am one of the OG Mouseketeers from 2021.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, it's got to be 2021. Yeah.
22.
22?
20, no.
Yeah.
22 was last year.
Right. And then we did Kevin in 2023.
Yeah. So it would have been. Yeah, it would have been 2022.
Yeah. January.
Yeah, because there's been 2 years. Yeah. This is 3 years.
That's a good point. Yeah.
It's hard to. Yes.
It's basically 24 now.
Because we met in 2021 online through Instagram.
Yeah.
And then Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So yes, I've definitely done the costumes, the Mouseketeers, and then we were all Kevin, and it's good times.
What are you doing for? Are you at Marathon Weekend this year? For the half?
Absolutely.
For the half?
Absolutely. I'm goofying.
Okay. What's your costume for this year? I actually haven't even figured out. I haven't actually figured out a costume for this year.
No.
Interesting. All right.
We don't have the chaos. There's no chaos this year.
All right, little etiquette question for you. Do you wear the race shirt or premium during the race or prior to finishing a race?
Oh, no. I mean, there's the cardinal rule of, if you haven't trained in it, don't do it. Plus, I feel like, I don't know. I'm one of those people like, that's bad energy. I don't know. Yep. Bad luck. Yeah.
We just talked to somebody who is wearing a full race costume for Wine and Dine this weekend without trying it on.
Disney's, that's the only place like I do the exception, but like I wouldn't like. No, I'd still want to try.
Try it on, maybe not run.
Try it on.
Put it on.
He's like, I haven't even seen it. This is Chris of Violet and Chris. He's like, I haven't even seen it yet. For those, because we're not a visual podcast, we just had a full-on face palm by
and
Amy.
Shaking my head. I'll hang up. I'll talk to Violet.
Oh, well, and then I also love this, especially for a seasoned runner, because I'm sure you have a lot. What is your race etiquette pet peeve?
I think it's just too many people in a row. Like, I get it. You love your people and you want to be together. I mean, I ran with Kevin's and we still tried to be like 2x2s, like walking into the arc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I love it.
And even then someone yelled at us and we're like, we're doing what we're supposed to be doing. Like, please go around. So yeah, that's mine. It can get a little congested.
Yep.
A little hairy. Yeah.
Yeah. 2x2 is good. And it's interesting because I don't know if I've seen it too often, but before Wine and Dine this weekend, Disney put out like a cute little like etiquette scroll on Instagram, and one of them was keep it to 2 across.
Yeah.
So
those courses can get tight.
Can get really tight.
Yep.
Can get really tight.
Right. We're going to move into the random questions. What is one thing everyone loves, but you absolutely hate?
Tom may hang up on me.
Please don't do it. Please don't do it. I kind of agree with you because it's getting to be too much. And if we're mind melding right now, go ahead.
Are we mind melding? Are we having a moment?
Go ahead and say it.
Taylor Swift.
Yep. Yeah. I don't blame you. It's too much. It's so much. It's so much.
Do you think she's oversaturating the market right now?
We have a couple of listeners who will agree with you.
Yes, I know.
So
I've heard, EcoFit, I think.
Oh
Yeah. Yes.
I listen.
Hey, we appreciate it.
She actually
don't-
trolls him though on
Yes,
social.
yes, which is great.
Constantly.
Yeah.
I can appreciate a good trolling. That's Aaron.
There you go.
Oh my gosh, I love it. You actually said that the other day. You're like, I love Taylor, but it's like it's a lot of her right
It's
now.
getting to be a lot.
Getting to be a lot.
when her
That's
true
saying something.
fans are saying it's a lot.
Yeah.
Let's see. You can have an unlimited supply of one thing for the rest of your life.
Ooh, I feel
What
like we
is
haven't
it?
had this one in a while.
We haven't. That's why I randomly selected it randomly.
It's time.
Time. Yep.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a common answer. I'm sure it's either that time or money, but it's time
Yeah.
because you can make more money during more time.
What is time?
It's true. I have no idea anymore.
Contemplate that.
So relative.
All right. If you could be a member of any TV family, which would it be?
That's a great question. And this is the one I literally went all through questions today and was like taking notes, and I could not think of anything for this.
Michael also knows how to randomly pick the one question that people say that to.
Of course.
Every time.
Maybe one of I don't know, somehow one of the Saved by the Bell families. We'll go with one of those.
Yeah.
Want to go with Kelly Kapowski's family, maybe? Not Jesse.
Oh, they were a
I
good
something
family.
like that
Yeah.
counts because I feel like you could also pick like Friends or something, right? Like that, right? Because it's like the family you make. So like the Saved by the Bell kids, you could
I
be
think
part
that's
of
fair.
like that family.
Yeah.
I feel like that's fine.
A family of
Yeah.
Bayside.
Yes, the
Yeah.
family of Bayside.
It's a good one.
Actually, Saved by the Bell was on in the middle of the day the other day while I was working from home, and it was the episode. Remember when they worked at the beach club all summer?
Oh, yeah, I love it.
Yes.
Yes.
What's her name? Lisa Remini was in it.
Leah Remini?
Yes.
Leah
Yes.
Remini, yeah.
Yes. Yeah. Wait, he did a whole podcast. We're gonna divert here.
yes.
Oh, it's a whole
I-
thing.
So Zach, Mark Paul Gosselaar, he did a podcast. They only did 100 episodes of it. I listened to all of them, but he had never watched himself.
Oh God.
Yeah.
Zach
So he
to the
rewatched
Zach to
them.
the
Yeah,
future
Zach
is
to
gonna-
yes. Okay, yeah.
Yes. And he never watched them, so he'd watch the episodes and then talk about it and what he remembered. So it's fascinating.
Oh.
I think I listened to the first 10 episodes of that, and then because I was rewatching the episode and then listening, but then
Well, that's
it was
fun.
taking way too much of my life. So I
Yeah.
after I don't know, it was maybe 10 to 15 episodes. I gave up on it.
It sounds consuming. It sounds life consuming.
But
I
I'd
don't
also
have
like
to
to
watch
talk
them
about.
to remember the episode. Yeah.
I'd also
Yeah.
like to talk about how Tori just randomly showed up and then randomly
left.
left in the middle of their senior year.
It happens. I mean, Tori was
Nonsensical.
basically Joe from Facts of Life, just
Yes.
on Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
That's just all Tori was.
Although
Oh,
it does tackle the dangers of caffeine pills when you're trying to get into Stanford.
Are you so excited?
Stansberry.
Tom, are you so excited?
Stansberry? Was that the name
Was
of it?
there Stansberry? Wasn't there Stansberry too? That was the
Probably.
one Zach wanted to get into.
Yeah.
Didn't they go
Oh.
to California University or something like that?
Well, they had the
Oh, yeah.
college.
Well,
years.
for the college
years.
years. Yeah, for the
Yeah.
college years.
Jesse didn't go, obviously.
And
Yeah.
did you watch their wedding?
Yeah,
Oh,
in
yeah, that
Hawaii.
was
Yeah.
a special. That was
Yeah.
an evening special. It was on.
Yes, it was nighttime. Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Uh,
Now that we've
God.
gone on a journey.
we've
Yeah.
aged ourselves just immensely right there.
A Zach attack. Yeah.
Oh God. All right. Are you a selfie person or a photo of? Are you a selfie person or photo of your journey type?
Both. It depends on where I am.
Yeah.
I try to do at least a selfie around my neighborhood, unless there's something because it's my neighborhood. But
Yeah.
during races, if I'm not focused on running, London, I took a video of going over Tower Bridge, Disney. I mean, obviously both there. But yeah.
Love it.
I like that answer. It's pretty good. Are you a homebody type or are you always on the go?
Oh, I'm a homebody. I am.
Yeah.
Well, you sound otherwise busy, so I would assume
Well, yeah.
when you can
Yes.
when you can chill out, you like to chill out.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
Nice.
All right, now we're heading into the James Lipton questions, and we start off as always with what is your favorite word?
Try.
That's a good one.
That's a
That
good
is
one.
a good one.
Thank you. Yeah.
And what is your least favorite word?
So it's a phrase more. Actually, can't, or the phrase my bad.
Mm.
That's not an apology. That's not I'm sorry. My bad. That's my thing. Don't tell me my bad.
Is it because you have a middle school age boy in the house?
No, this was well before him.
I feel
mean,
like my bad. It was like more of like a 10-year ago thing because we had a guy that worked for us at our company, and he was like a 20-ish-year-old kid, quote unquote. But that was his biggest thing. Like he would do anything wrong, and he would just it was like everyone in my company's least favorite phrase because every time he would do something wrong, he'd forget to bring something out to the guys. He'd forget this. He'd be like, "Oh, my bad."
It's not an apology.
That's not like
They're not. It's not a sentence. It's my and bad. They're two.
Yeah.
I don't remember what my is in grammar, but bad is an adjective. It's not a thing.
And you're right, it's not actually apologizing, and I never really thought about it that way, but you're not like saying, "Hey, I'm sorry for doing that." It's just like acknowledging that you did it wrong.
Oh, I did it wrong.
All right,
Oh,
Amy.
God.
I'm gonna ask you our next question, and if it gets awkward, my
Oh,
bad.
God.
My bad.
Oh, God.
Amy, what turns you on?
Definitely
Not that.
It's fair.
Laughter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what turns you off?
Whining. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah.
I
It's
like
a good
that.
thing that doesn't turn Tom off.
No, that's true.
Just constant.
Uh,
Oh, goodness. All right. What sound or noise do you love?
Laughter.
And then what sound or noise do you hate?
Gosh, I mean, obviously, like, I feel like whining, like, these are kind of like the same to me. Like,
They're
the
similar.
whining, just, yeah. And screeching, like, sounds. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
What is your favorite curse word?
I mean, fuck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's the leader. It's
yeah, it's the leader right now.
It
I
makes
wish
the most sense.
I could be more original, like have an original thought, but like it's
yeah.
Yeah.
Say it a couple more times so Michael has to bleep
Absolutely. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh,
not
it.
sorry.
God.
My bad.
The best.
My bad.
My bad.
My bad.
She's not sorry. It's just her bad.
Oh, my God. What are you doing? So what profession would you like to attempt?
So either engineering, some form of engineering, or epidemiology, which is like
Oh, interesting.
finding out why something happens, like in the health world.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. I like
Yeah.
that.
Very
Like I'm a numbers, like nerdy, like
Yeah.
stats person. Yeah.
Although I did send a disparaging text about engineers 2 days ago to Aaron.
I also send a lot of disparaging emails about or texts about engineers, but it's because I work in that world. It's
Yes. And I can't be
What I
offended because
deal
I'm
with.
not one of them.
it's what I deal with regularly.
I think it was something along the lines of they're all arguing, saying they can't be wrong. And I was like, well, they can't ever be wrong because they never actually do anything.
Hot take. Don't care.
Maybe I don't know enough about engineers then.
My thing about it is that they can never be wrong, so the conversation just goes on forever because they're just arguing and it never ends because they can't be wrong.
Well, it's always on paper. It's never actually real, so they can argue forever because they don't actually have to do it.
Theoretical.
Yeah.
God.
Anyway, sorry, we're disparaging engineers, mostly civil engineers, electrical engineers at this point.
Yeah, those probably wouldn't be my people.
Well,
Yeah.
well, Are we going to have a riot on our hands?
We
from
might.
this?
We
Are
might.
we going to lose listenership from this?
Could
By
be
the
rough.
way,
Hot takes.
I support all engineering.
Especially the trains.
Yes.
Yeah, trains. Oh gosh. And what profession would you not like to do?
Probably an actual doctor, because
Yeah.
that's just gross to me, or teaching. Like, God bless the teachers.
Yeah, both of those difficult.
Yes.
All right, Amy. I get the privilege of asking you our final question, but before I do, thank you for being on with us.
Thank you.
Feels like it's been a long time coming.
Yes.
Amy, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
You did good.
Oh.
It's short and simple.
Awesome.
Yes.
Is there anything you'd like to plug? Any shout outs you'd like to give?
Gosh. I don't even know right now. This was so much fun. So thank you all. Yeah, I'm Miles and Crowns on Instagram and Peloton. I'll be at Disney in January to run Goofy and Disneyland. So come find me.
Oh, yep.
Yes. And yeah, that's it.
Awesome.
Right.
Well, we'll see you in Disneyland.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Before I let you go, who's your favorite Peloton instructor?
Ooh.
All right. Walks are Maddie. Runs are Bex or Susie. Bike is Kendall, or Bradley. Strength is Callie, or actually Andy Spear. His density program kicked my butt over the summer. Highly recommend.
Andy Spear is unhinged. I did all of his Halloween things, and they were insane. Like, he seems like an AI generated human being. Like, he seems.
Wait.
I've never done anything with him.
But and I forgot Adrian. And she.
Oh, you also row.
I do row. And Katie, I'm going to see Katie in a couple weeks to row.
Cool.
Yes. My gosh. Like, I could just go on.
Yeah.
So it depends on the day and what I'm looking for.
Yeah. I feel like Andy is like if the word bro came to life and became a person.
Yes.
I actually just bookmarked a bunch of his strength training exercises because I was looking for glute and hip exercises, and like his name popped up a ton. So I just bookmarked. Now I'm interested about taking some.
Yes. So his chattiness is, whether or not it's your cup of tea. Selena, though, will kick your booty literally. I took one of her classes early Monday, and I'm still sore.
Well, I've loved this tangent that I caused. My bad.
Always.
My bad.
We thank you for being on, and we will talk later.
All right. Thank you,
Bye.
guys.
Bye.
Bye.